everybody's kind of got some jabbering out of their system, who can tell me what happened last time? I know it's been a while, but maybe you can recollect
Let me
the
grab my
poignant
book.
discomfort.
My book. Where is it?
Somebody grab a book. Somebody tell me what the hell we're doing
got it.
here, because I'll be honest, there's like a quarter of a bottle of whiskey in me, and I don't fucking know.
Was the last one
we were on the ether
cult.
train or tram going back to either the council or back to what has now become kind of our resting station of Eldolph.
Post sex cult.
Yeah, exactly. What are you on the ether tram having left from? Tell me about that.
Left from the sex cult house.
Crazy orgy house?
Home. Barrera's home.
Yes, Council Lady Barrera's home, which was
sexy soup.
Yeah, definitely. There's maybe people in that soup, who knows?
But people.
What?
What?
But what did you guys find while you were there?
That means Alhan ate.
A sex cult.
We found letters. One from Belanis from the date of her murder.
Yes.
So the suspected murderer's letter. We
Yes,
found another
Valanche is
disc.
the man that she was meeting.
Disc made of horicallium.
Yes, yeah, you found a disc of horicalcum.
A super rare sky metal.
Mm-hmm. That is suspiciously similar to the other disc that you found at Counselor Rodolphus's place.
It was made of absium. Was it absium? Let me double check my notes.
This one less dangerous.
Yes, this one is not giving anybody cancer at the moment.
Yeah, it was. The other one was absium, which we left with Shiram. And this one is made of horicallium, which does not give off any sort of radiation. I have a feeling it kind of feels weird time perception wise.
We found out that Ziva lives in a not so great part of town.
But nobody knows where she lives there. But she's very
somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Something about dig site, the river tail end of the dam area.
Yes, there is a dig site over near the dam where the first disc was discovered, and you have reason to believe maybe a third disc was discovered around there that is currently in the possession of the shit, I didn't write their name down. The
Absolution.
The Absolution, thank you. You believe there may be one in the Absolution that they have control of, but this is where the first discs were discovered in a dig orchestrated by Counselor Rodolphus some nebulous time before his death. The only person who knows more about these affairs, his assistant, is missing, and you guys have been unable to locate her.
We believe that she has been taken by a splinter cell of the Absolution called something else, the Vex or something like that, right?
Also,
yes,
I accidentally touched that gate, and me and Savitz made out.
Yes,
you
did.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot to include that, Nikki. When you're playing Savitz. So, when they went to investigate Counselor Varera's estate, there was an enchantment on the gate that caused anybody who touched it to fall in a heightened state of attraction to the nearest person. It just so happens that the last time Aveline did it, you happened to be the person that she laid eyes on immediately after, and as the dice have it, you didn't mind it.
Didn't hate it.
And neither did she.
So, and neither did she. So just bear that in mind when you're playing your character.
Okay, cool.
It sounds like there actually might be a date later. There might be a date episode. So
we gotta hook the viewers in somehow. But you guys have since left the estate after discovering a strange set of affairs there, an almost cult-like atmosphere, and a number of people trapped in Varera's enchantments. You did find further evidence that she was sent to meet Valankis, and you did find, of course, that horicalcum disc with an unusual symbol on its face. You have now set out to return to the council chambers, and I don't even fucking remember why, but that's where you're going, so that's where we're gonna pick up. And welcome to today's session of the Dawn of the Ruinlords.
Oh, that's what this is
Oh
called?
yeah, there's a name. I forgot.
Oh, yeah, because this takes place 10,000 years from present time.
I didn't know. I've just been fucking putting this as the Aslanti campaign because
I know,
nobody
you could
fucking
be
knows
putting
what
the
it is.
official name on
It is the Aslanti campaign.
Yeah, no, that's the official. I mean, it's a working title, so that spectators don't know
I like Dawn of
what
the
we're
Ruinlords.
filming.
Sounds
I like
official.
I like Dawn of the Ruinlords.
I am just gonna type down in my little notes here that my character has game, and it's
Game, hashtag Aveline.
Got game.
But yes, you guys are currently on an ether tram heading back towards the council chambers, if I remember correctly.
Were we going to ask if anybody knew precisely where Ziva lived? I don't remember either why we were going back.
We did ask, but they didn't know because she's
They didn't know.
extremely
Yes.
secretive.
So were we
Yes,
just
the
going back
location
to
is somewhat unknown.
I think we were leaving because we were all like fucked up from the thing.
we're like, we gotta get away from here. Everyone's
yeah.
horny.
Yes, if I recollect correctly, you guys might need a rest.
Yeah, and I have
Okay.
Herrera's spellbook, which I have not had a chance to open up yet.
We did fight
Yes.
while we were in there. with
Yes,
each
there
other.
was a lot of conflicting inter-party contention going on. None of it terrible or bad necessarily, but yes, Alhan, you are currently in possession of her spellbook. I don't remember who has the disc,
I do.
but Ophelia, you were certainly under her control while the time that you were there.
Actually, no, it's not
Yes,
me.
it
I
was.
believe the one who has the disc is Aveline.
Yes, she found
Took
it in the
that
desk,
and some of her perfume,
Yes.
which I'm gonna write down.
which you also
Expensive
smell like
perfume.
some of the perfume too.
Gotta smell good while you do stuff.
Well, maybe it's important.
And lastly, notably, your compatriot Adorno is still MIA. Nobody knows where he is except that he is in the clutches of Harvis, the leader of the Absolution.
How do you spell that? Hora Calcum.
HORACALCUM. Don't ask me how I know it because I'm fucking drunk.
You just know it. Okay. Disc. Got it.
It just is.
I didn't spell it right, even though you spelled it out for me. It's fine. Wait, I need dice.
Oh shit! I need
I
dice
had to
too.
go get.
I need dice. I need to put away my drawing. Ugh.
God damn it, players, come on, man.
Sorry.
I have my dice now.
It's
I've got
just
them right here.
next to me. It's just not on my
Closing
desk.
stuff.
6, 7.
It's on your desk.
Wait, is this the last one? I'll just roll again.
But yes, Aveline, Alhan, Ophelia, and Savith, you guys find yourselves on an ether tram screaming towards the council chambers.
After you had just got a completely hyper-focused explanation of what the hell the disc was.
Oh wait, did we discuss that in front of Sabbath?
What?
Did we discuss that in front of
Yeah,
Sabbath? Oh shit.
Yeah, it was on the tram.
Whoa.
That's why I identified it.
Loose lips sink ships, guys.
Exactly. Savith, you
I
have
seriously
heard
thought
for the
she
first
left.
time the party of adventurers who's recently come to light discussing an unusual and powerful disc made of some strange metal that they have found. From their discussions, it appears that this is not the first one they found either.
Ooh.
So you lied to me.
Oh, you didn't lie.
No, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe I'm not, because
Well,
this
you are
is the
captain of the
character you've
guard.
been dealing with.
Yeah, you are captain of
And-
the guard, and you have unfortunately not been successful in most of your investigations, but nothing due to really circumstances.
So you've been hiding things from me. Well.
Well.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay.
I can't believe you've done this.
Captain Sabbath, it's not what you think.
Care to offer explanations? For someone who does not know the whole picture?
Quite sure
Wink.
where to start.
Wink.
Wink,
we
wink.
have our suspicions during our investigation that there may be connections to inside of why am I Irish? Drinking, what the fuck?
I don't know. It seems to fit.
Arabian.
I'm sure we all had some effects on us recently.
Because she has an accent, but now it fucking changes every. She's an octopus. Her accent changes.
I
like
was playing Zulthar, and I somehow ended up going British for someone who's been in jail for 20 years.
You've got
Maybe I
quantum
judgment.
accent.
that.
No judgment.
It happens.
We have suspicions that somebody in the council may be involved in what's happening. And until we can find out who that is, unfortunately, we couldn't give that information out.
What makes you think it's someone in the council?
Prestige, high up in the magocracy, somehow having access to extremely rare and hard to find metals that are in such high quantity. A regular person would not be able to get a hold of these.
How high quantity and rare are we talking? Like,
You know how rare diamonds are? This is 10 times that. Or more.
In fact, give me a craft alchemy check on while you're discussing that.
hey,
it would be something very difficult to get for even one of the council members.
19 plus 12. So 31?
Oh!
You know that this disc of horicalcum represents almost unimaginable wealth, at least for your corner of the world. Like, this amount of this metal could easily be forged into a suit of light armor that speeds up the wearer. Like, it's a significant amount. Nothing that an ordinary citizen of the town could ever even afford, let alone, like, hope to move around unknown.
Yeah. Like, I've only seen like trace amounts for this.
Is how much wealth each of the council members have something that I would be privy to, or like something I would know?
Give me you don't have knowledge local, but give me a roll and tell me what the number is, and I'll give you I'll tell you whether you know or not.
Like any number?
Yeah, roll your d20 and tell me what you get.
GM,
okay,
would that value be equal to like a light armor, medium armor, or a heavy armor of it?
I thought you said light.
Unspecific. I'm not making a specific claim that way, but
basically,
it could theoretically.
How big is this thing again?
Basically,
I think it's about the size of, you know, when you get like a personal pizza from like a Pizza Hut themed establishment, like I don't know, it's fucking 7 inches across.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 1.
Oh.
You know, now that you're thinking about it, you've never actually heard the counselors discuss their financial situation. You've assumed that they all have money, but Jesus, who the fuck knows?
So they have offshore accounts.
Basically.
I see. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I don't know about the council members' wealth individually. How well do I know any of the council members? Like, is that kind of like just the way they are?
Let me give you a rundown of the remaining council members since you are sort of new to the area. So the council member originally consisted of the council consisted of 7 members, several of which have been murdered. The original president of the council or leader of the council was Rodolphus, a portly, affluent man who was the first to be murdered during a public event. His murder sparked an investigation, which has since led to other things.
Excuse you, that he was not murdered in a public event. He was attacked in a public event and then saved.
We saved him briefly.
And he was murdered in his home.
Died later at home.
Thank you.
Yes. there is also council member Verrera, a noted enchanter whose home they just visited, who also has recently turned up dead at the home of a paramour. That paramour, Valankis, is still missing. People that know where he is. Additionally, one of the council members, Ziva, a noted abjurer, has also gone missing. She is believed to be hiding at her home. However, nobody knows where it is. It's just in an older, much poorer part of town than you might expect. Currently, the council is presided over by council member Duran. He is the pro tem leader since Rodolphus's death. He is known to be very aristocratic and somewhat unaccepting of other creature types, as Ophelia knows. The other council members currently are Council Lady Anadir, a noted evoker who has since broken with the council and has barricaded herself in her manor since. There is also council member Ilio, a noted alchemist who hasn't played much portion in the campaign so far. Council member Sharam, the mentor of our missing party member. He has been very helpful to the party so far. They have been confidants of his. He knows most of what they're doing. He's an old man involved with the council. Lastly, there is... Actually, I think that covers pretty much everybody.
Yeah, well, I was trying to type as you talked, and I got 6 members. So if you had one more, it would be number 7.
Let's see. Duran, Rodolphus, Anadir, Sharam, Ziva, Ferreira, and Ilio. Should be all 7.
Rodolfo, Herrera,
Names are on the edge.
Abiger, okay, Duran, Anadir. Okay, the 5th guy you mentioned, I did not catch his name, so he's labeled as some guy on my notes, and you don't know much about him.
His name is Ilio. He's a noted alchemist, but he otherwise hasn't played much into the story so far. So people don't know that much about him.
Okay, so we just know he's an alchemist. Okay, well then, I guess that's all my questions as far as what I might be able to respond right now.
Cool.
And yeah, okay, so going forward though, back in character, just for fun, you should let me know what you're doing. Group at whole.
Well, to be fair, the council was pointing fingers at each other, and many of your guards had gone missing lately too, so we weren't sure who to trust quite yet.
Yeah.
They just seem to scheme amongst themselves, so it's been a little questionable with what's going on, especially since these 2 discs made of a really rare material have been showed up at 2 of their homes. One has potential of power, the other one has potential of I don't know quite yet. And
From what I gather, at least, I know I'm trying to do a proper job here. So if I can offer any assistance to y'all, I would appreciate being kept in the loop.
I think having you with us in this investigation in general, would most likely be of help. It keeps the guards from questioning actions and making accusations.
Yeah, frankly, the guards have been quite the hindrance. So if you're willing to vouch, we'll tell you everything we know.
As they say, I am down to clown. Sorry.
She says with a reassuring grip upon your shoulder, Evelyn.
We found 2 Skyrim discs have given me an interesting hypothesis I can't really think about yet until we investigate more.
Just then, the ether tram slows and eventually comes to a stop as you guys arrive very near to the council chambers.
Once off the tram, I let Echo kind of fly around my head.
Okay, so what's the plan? What do we need now?
I know we need to go back to her house once the sex cult is removed. We know this this disc is keeping my voice to a hush at this point. We know the disc is going to open something. We couldn't do a full investigation of the home because of everyone that was there. We, I believe, still need to investigate the home of the guy who runs the trams itself.
Valankus.
Yes, Valankus. Having to play
The
catch up.
lover. Right?
Yes, the lover of Council Lady Verena.
Lover turned killer. I don't know. They were last seen together, and apparently she left the house, though she was dead around the time that she left the house.
Yes. Regarding Valankus and Verera, when you arrived at Valankus's apartment, Verera was clearly dead and Valankus was missing. Nobody knows currently his whereabouts. It is clear that Council Lady Verera was poisoned while at his place, but the doorman recollects seeing her exit. So presumably someone had her appearance as she was leaving.
And there was no magic on the body, so
No.
not like the body was magic to look like her.
Yeah, because I did a full-on autopsy on her.
Yeah, so that was her actual corpse.
Yeah.
Which leads to believe that the one who walked out was either using a physical body alteration magic, potion, or spell. Or an illusion, I don't know.
We can't
Or
even
modify the memory of the doorman.
We also can't
That is a
assume
possibility.
that the person that killed her is Valankus either. Because if they
Until we
have the
find him,
ability to, you know, change appearances or something of that kind of nature.
He didn't have a reputation for being very magical himself necessarily.
Exactly.
No, he was simply a bureaucrat, as far as you guys know.
But the question is, could he have kept that on the down low?
It's possible.
I would find that odd in this society to hide that.
Unless you have something to hide.
One was a shapeshifter?
I would agree. I would agree that would be a very odd thing to hide as your potential.
They could be a
No,
shapeshifter. They could be somebody using illusion spell. They could be. It could be a lot of different things. There's a lot of different ways for somebody to change their appearance.
Surely this person doesn't conduct his business at home. Does he have like a place that he also might be at, like of work?
An office?
Well, he hasn't showed up.
An office.
Yeah, he hasn't showed up to work since the incident.
Yes, Savith, you know that Valankus is the Minister of Transportation, and he has been noticeably absent since the night of Verera's murder. However, the ether tram is stopped and waiting at the station. What do you guys do?
I assume we get off. What station are we at?
I would assume we're getting off.
You guys are at the council chambers, if I remember correctly.
So we're getting on to go home? Or they're going home?
We're going to the council chamber, the council, to basically explain what we have found, which is mostly the sex group.
To make our sexy report.
More or less, as with the last one, we're kind of keeping the disc out of their mouth. That one I need to study that more and figure out what the hell they wanted that for. But yeah, but we do have to go back to her home anyway. We weren't able to get a full-on investigation because of the debauchery that was going on. But I don't know if they knew of her antics. The fact that they were all enchanted in some way is, to me, bodes a level of concern, but I don't know, mages are weird.
Mages are weird.
No offense to Adorno.
He's not
That's
here to
okay.
be
He's not
offended.
here.
It's
He's not
fine.
here.
I already
Adorno
told him he was
is
weird anyway.
somewhere in a cell. Yes, I guess we're gonna go to the council.
See who's home here at the council chambers?
Okay. You begin walking towards the council chambers. Give me perception checks as you approach the main council chamber. Nikki, when you roll, add a +5 bonus.
Okay.
18 for Ophelia.
28.
I got a 19.
Alhan, what are you doing?
Was I rolling perception check?
Yes, please.
That's gonna be 8 plus 12.
26, sorry. I said it wrong.
That'd be a 12.
Cool. Alhan, you don't really notice anything as you guys are walking up here.
I'm running off the theories in my head about what based on the 2 sky metals we have found, but the theory isn't going anywhere.
You're very internalized at the moment. Most of the rest of you do hear raised voices, but Aveline, you in particular hear, well, if she's going to barricade herself at home, there's clearly only one thing we can do. Obviously, this conspiracy points to her. She has set herself at odds with the council for the last time. And with that,
for the last time.
you guys open the doors, and you see Duran angrily pointing his finger at Ilio, but also sort of in the direction of Sharam, who are standing around. Ilio is seated at the council chamber. Sharam is standing vaguely beside him, and Duran is, as always, at the head of the table. But he stops talking as you guys walk in. Do you have something to report?
I break out of my hypothesis mode.
Yes. We've just come back from Varera's abode, and have you ever been invited to one of her parties?
Clearly not. I have my own social engagements.
Mm.
You can see the sneer on his face.
Yeah, I don't think people leave her parties. I think they kind of stay there forever. Now, sadly, we didn't find much at her home because it was full of people having a raging orgy.
Magically induced and against their will, of course.
I believe that might be the guards that have been going missing over the past, few months?
Quite possibly.
Even as you say that, Alhan, give me a perception check. Or, I'm sorry, give me sense motive check. And Savith, give me a roll and add 2. You're doing a bluff check.
21.
Bluff check. Okay.
I rolled a 21 for sense motive.
I have 18.
Alhan, you see Savith shift uncomfortably. Savith, you are uncomfortably aware that your missing guards were not at the strange enchanted orgy. Your guards are still missing.
Oh yeah, you have missing guards, by the way.
No, I know that part.
Okay.
And I'm under the impression. From what I know,
off of her.
What?
Sorry, say that again, Alhan.
So I picked that up off of her.
Yes, you notice that she kind of shifts uncomfortably. Savith, you don't necessarily say anything, but you are privately reflecting on the fact that your guards are still missing. Duran clears his throat. Well, Varera's associations are not entirely misunderstood. Still, I should hope that you found some indication as to why this all may be occurring.
Well,
we would have to probably go back and do a little more investigating because we kind of couldn't do much with what was going on at the house. We kind of had to get out of there.
A little crowded.
We kind of got
Kind of
chased.
hard to, investigate.
We
When
do
you're getting chased
humbly,
by a horde of naked human
It
beings,
just complicates things.
we
it was
humbly,
terrifying.
we humbly request the council, maybe unenchant some of the more difficult to get around things happening,
So we can do our job properly.
and maybe actually be able to question some of the people that were under the enchantment.
I see. Well, perhaps the council can task some of our more free mages to assist with your task. Do you have anything else to report?
We were able to confirm that the meeting was prearranged. There was a letter from Blankis to her for the meeting, so this all
And
does
no one
lead
has seen
to
Valanka still, correct? He hasn't shown up.
Curious. No, and as far as I know, he has not made an appearance yet. Still, perhaps when he is found, one more piece may be unlocked.
We do also believe that that to your knowledge, do you know if Valankus was gifted in magic?
Absolutely not. I attended school with him when he was younger. He was an absolute dullard.
How was his illusionary abilities?
Hardly passable. He could nary make a minor illusion to save his life. You see council member Ilio nodding glumly.
You all
And
went to school together?
Not all of us. However, he was in my year. Valankis never measured up to our peers, which is why he really represents one of the bureaucracy rather than a true power player. I would not think him capable of such deception.
then, in your opinion, he would not be able to, say, disguise his appearance.
Absolutely not. He was a dullard, if it's not too bold to say.
Can I check him on that?
Yeah, give me a sense motive check.
I remembered what my accent is, and I'm very off.
15.
He seems sincere.
Well, if you do not believe him capable, then perhaps somebody that may have taken his place. We have reason to believe that whoever murdered Varera has the ability to take on the form of others, either illusionary or by other means. She was seen...
Everybody in the party, give me a perception check. Savith, for yours, roll 5. Add +5 to your roll as well.
Can I roll
18.
as well? Am I rolling too?
Yes, everybody in the party.
I did
Rolled an
real
8. I rolled an 18.
Rolled a 10.
I rolled shitty. What is this? Is this sense motive or perception?
Sense motive.
Oh shit.
Oh, sense motive.
I
Wait,
have
hold on.
fucking 11.
It's only a 9. I did bad.
Hey, right next to each other.
Okay, so what was everybody's number?
A 10.
18.
11.
9.
Who rolled the 18? Alhan?
I did.
For the briefest moment, an expression crosses his face, and you think his eyes flicker across the room, but you're unsure where or why. That is disturbing news.
Very much so. Especially if, say, if it was not Vlankis, how long has this person been impersonating him? especially as a member of the transportation department.
Indeed. I trust the ether trams are still treating you right, of course.
I still float.
As they are. But should be something that we should not keep a blind eye to.
Councilmember Elio.
Yes?
You went to college with him as well. What did you think of him back then? What was your impression of him?
Master Valankis was, with all due respect, not learned in the arcane arts. He could not be capable of such things as, I think you imply him capable of.
But what did you think of him as a person? What kind of a person was he?
Give me a charisma, or I'm sorry, give me a diplomacy check.
Okay. Ooh, that's good. 27.
Counselor Ilio kind of flushes a little bit under your gaze, but he restores his composure quickly after. Velankis was not someone capable of what you are suggesting. He certainly did not have the skill to change his appearance such to represent the late Council Lady Verera. It's simply not in his capability.
Would either of you ever say that due to his inability to perform magically, made him resentful?
Councillor Sharam kind of clears his throat and strokes his beard in the corner. No. Master Valankis is still a respected member of society. Please, we must not tarnish his memory in such a way. I do not believe that he is capable of such things, nor do I think that he was otherwise at odds with our way of life.
Master Strom, I
Yes.
may be reading a little too much into this, but why did you say in memory? As far as we know, he's still alive.
I assume, since he has not come forward, his culpability is either certain or he himself may have fallen a victim to whoever perpetrated this atrocity.
Well, regardless, we have to consider all options. We do not mean to tarnish any of the council members' memories, but if we believe that possibly anybody that may be a part of a sympathetic group to maybe change what is the current aristocracy, you can see why we ask these questions.
You notice Councilmember Duran kind of stroking his chin. What do you mean? Individuals who might be interested in changing the situation.
As we've said before, we have discovered the existence of a group called the Absolution. A group of people that are not as happy with what is happening, with the disparity of how people with magic and how people without magic are treated.
Ill-tempered miscreants. Magic does not play favorites. It is not the province of the wealthy alone.
No, but it is the prevalence of the people with power to say such things. If you'll pardon me.
Give me a sense motive check. Anybody who's paying attention to Duran.
I'm paying attention.
I fucking rolled a 1! I didn't see shit!
Hey, I'm paying attention because this does tread into what Alhan is major project of what he was trying to do.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
You said perception or sense motive?
Sense motive.
It's a 5. I'm.
Ouch.
My brain is wandered elsewhere into hypothesis.
Anybody else?
Nikki, did you?
Did I pay attention enough to sense motive? I don't think I have that right now, but I'm working on it.
Roll an add 5 again.
Okay, I'll do it. Oh!
Did
Okay,
you just
give me
roll
a second.
20?
I rolled an 18, but I haven't added the 5.
So it's 23?
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the fastest I've done math in my head ever.
Perfect.
Just throwing those numbers
23.
out.
And I forgot what the original statement was that prompted this.
I had made the statement that I basically was calling him out on his shit, saying that
And
the people of power wouldn't of course have any like problems with saying that magic isn't the issue.
yes, that's what she said. And also, he was all sneaky about
Classism.
it.
Okay, and what were everybody's rolls?
I was too low. My brain's elsewhere.
23.
20.
Fucking 1.
5.
The 20s, you notice a fleeting look of something cross his face before it almost immediately vanishes. You can't tell if it's anger, shame, or some combination of the two. It seems that Councilmember Duran does not like the implication of this anti-magic movement or anti-aristocratic movement.
The anti-magocracy.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't like it.
Well, because we're taking him out of power.
As somebody,
Or at least it would share the power.
Does he
What do we
have
do?
magic as well?
Yes, Counselor. Actually, you and you alone, Captain Sabbath, can give me a knowledge local roll and add +3.
Okay. Why? I got a 6.
Oh.
I don't know. He's you know that Council Member Duran is a noted illusionist.
Oh.
Okay. But I am kind of dumb as a rock, though.
And only Captain Sabbath knows that.
Okay.
I thought we all knew what they did.
Go ahead. Give me a knowledge local check, Evelyn. Let me see what you know.
Okay, hold on.
Oh wait, I can do it too because I'm Bard. Just fucking kidding.
Da, 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 da.
I don't know shit.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
I got
22,
nothing.
23.
Aveline, you also know that Council Member Duran is known for his penchant with illusions.
Péchant.
Yeah.
Penchant. He's so
Suspicion.
aristocratic he gets French.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, if you do not think that this is class related, or in disparity related, do you know anybody that would have? She did not seem to be the most popular. Do you know anybody that might be at odds ends with Verera?
Personal vendettas.
And possibly even the other council member to be added to that, since they were obviously involved in a romantic.
Well, it is difficult to separate Council Lady Verera's admirers from her potential jealous suitors, given her many attachments. However, I cannot say that there is any individual that stands out as having a vendetta both against the Council Lady as well as Council Member Rodolphus.
This was a rather personal kind of murder. Very.
Indeed.
He died quite painfully and violently.
And close at hand to whoever did this. Whoever did this, she trusted.
Same thing could be said as the late head of the council, also dying quite violently. Whoever is doing this is angry.
He again strokes his chin thoughtfully. Well, perhaps we have our answer. Council Lady Anna Deer has officially declared Well, I wish not to say it, but she has basically declared war upon this council. She has barricaded herself in her manor and has vowed to retaliate against any who dares transgress. I fear that she may be making a bid to take over the council.
Did she give any sort of indication to why she would want to pick a fight with the rest of you?
Does she have her own personal army?
She has certainly enough magical talent at her disposal, as well as adequate resources to call on additional reinforcements. I do not think we could easily extricate her from such a situation, in order to interrogate her, of course.
I say quietly to the people around me, sounds like a scapegoat.
Did she make this proclamation publicly? Or is it just the council that knows this at this point?
For now, it is only us. As Duran says that, you actually see Councilmember Ilio lift a piece of parchment from the table, and he hands it to you, Aveline, since you are talking at the moment. The paper appears to be a letter written in Councilmember Anadir's own hand, indicating not only her distrust for the council's recent activities, but her blatant accusations against Iran as the perpetrator of the recent atrocities. This is what we received this morning.
Well, this does not say that she was the one that did it. She's actually accusing you, Councilor Duran.
Indeed, but as I am innocent, I feel that Anadir is our closest option to the one responsible.
Not to tarnish your good name, sir, did she provide any sort of proof that you supposedly did this?
Of course not. Anadir's nature is not the type to concern itself with such mundane frivolities. She is a creature of emotion. She feels that what has been happening here has been our fault, and as such, she is seeking to take over the council. As he says this, you notice slow nods from both Ilio and Councillor Sharam.
She does seem a fiery one.
Indeed, just so.
Wait, is this the one that's the redhead chick?
Yeah, the one he keeps fighting with.
Oh, I thought this was the quiet chick that we're gonna find, the secretive one. Never mind.
Not
No, Ziva is still missing.
Ziva, that's... Do you know what her residence may be, or where we may be able to talk to her?
Councillor Anadir.
Yes.
Yes, in fact, she's made the most public declaration of her affiliations. You can find her across the river, not far from Councilmember Rodolphus's.
We would appreciate it if the council would remain neutral in this as we investigate her.
Duran's eyes narrow visibly at that request.
We don't want to make a volatile situation worse.
If she's making her feelings public,
volatility.
if she's making her feelings public, she's probably going to attract the attention of the absolution. She could either be a target, or they could think she's a potential ally at this point. They might come out of the woodwork because she said something. This could actually be a good thing.
Ooh, give me a diplomacy check, Aveline.
That's nice. I like it.
I like it.
As you can hear furious scribbling on Ian's side.
It's only a 10 though.
Oh. Can I assist? I don't know if it
I
helps.
will allow you. What do you want to say to help out?
It does seem that, especially groups like the Absolution, if they were to go after her, they would go after her magic, so it would make sense.
Right?
Hey, that's much better. My diplomacy is a 23.
Thank you.
Okay, you successfully add 2 to Aveline's check.
That's right.
So, well,
I forgot it's only 2. I was very convincingly on your side.
Don't worry. I believed in you.
I'm super convinced.
Councilmember Duran continues his strokey beard motions, but he does not appear convinced. Perhaps you may be right. Councillor Anadir could be connected with these groups. However, nothing we've seen has indicated their allegiance to any specific council member. That being said, perhaps if you were to breach Council Lady Anadir's secure forces, perhaps you could compel her to explain more of her departure from the council.
Guys, it sounds like he wants us to threaten her.
Oh, damn. Can you repeat that? I was like in the middle
You
of
asking us to go shake her down?
He clears his throat and glances, perhaps even nervously, around the council chambers, both at Sharam and Ilio. It is clear that this council is in a state of emergency. Anadir has very blatantly laid herself against this council, and by extension, against the city and the civilization that we serve. I am asking you, as representatives of this council, find a way in and reason with her.
I would like to remind you, council member, that we are a neutral party in this. We want is what's good for all of the people, not necessarily what is good for the council. We will figure out who is doing this, and we will let you know what's happening. But please, you must understand, we do have to see every angle that this investigation may uphold. And that includes keeping our distance when it comes to you three as well.
Give me a sense motive check, Ophelia.
You want me to do diplomacy as well?
Because
it's kind of
no,
a lead.
mostly just a sense motive.
Okay.
But I mean, you can give me diplomacy and check, but I want to see sense motive first.
Sense motive is 17.
Each of the council members kind of fidgets a little bit at your speech, but give me a diplomacy check as well to convince him.
Fucking never mind. I've never rolled. I gonna have to stop using these sand dice for a hot minute. That's the 5th.
Is it my sand dice that I gave you? Sorry.
They're just not happy today.
You cursed them.
I'm sorry. I gave you my curse.
No, you have to just believe that they're good. No.
No, well, they're usually not this bad. Is today?
I mean, Smith is easily to curse somebody from school. I'm sure she could curse the dice.
Oh shit.
But I did roll a natural one for a total of 11.
Oh.
The counselor's eyes narrow as you speak up, and he says, "Perhaps these are not your concern, demi-human."
You really gonna breed race into this again? We are
You are not of our world. I do not expect you to understand our customs, nor the structure of our political belief. You cannot simply make the accusations that you are.
Okay, clearly tensions are very high. Everyone is very upset with everything that's gone on today. We will go and try to talk to Anadir. But we can make no promises, clearly.
Can you at least let us know? I say kind of in a snappy tone. Can you at least let us know what she specializes in so we may be prepared when we conversate with her?
Sorry, state that one more time.
I'm in layman's terms, I'm asking what she specializes in so we can be prepared if things escalate.
Council Lady Anadir is the foremost evoker of the council.
Oh, great. He specializes in destruction.
Shit.
She has potent spells at her disposal.
Fireball, fireball, fireball.
Oh my god.
I'm not looking forward to that.
I don't want to fight a Mythen.
Magic missile, there's a magic missile.
Sure, the one who specializes in destruction is the one that decides to go rogue from the council. What a f***ing joy!
Makes sense.
As the tiny, chubby alchemist is throwing a fit.
Well, we are going to rest, and if you have any other comments to make, counselor, we will be taking our rest before we talk to her.
Very well. She's made it clear that she does not intend to leave her little citadel.
Lovely. Have one of your people give us a map then, and we'll be on our way. I'm very mad. I'm pissed off at this dude. I'm like openly sneering at him for making those comments.
Then I can say I can lead them there myself to the council.
Yes. Captain Sabbath, you are aware of most of the counselor's locations. You do know where Council Lady Anadir's estate is located.
Then I will lead you guys there myself, and I will be a part of your investigation from this point on. So there's not any more obstacles.
Lovely. I like it when a capable member decides to help. And I make a rude gesture that only makes sense to...
How many tentacles does it involve?
At least 4. At least 4 tentacles.
Oh, wow.
There's a complicated system of knotted knuckles and tentacles that display your obvious contempt. However, it goes right over Duran's head, and he simply gazes at you guys.
He just thinks I'm twisting tentacles.
Yeah.
You're like cursing his mother.
Excellent. However, I don't need to remind you, Captain Sabbath, that your position depends on your successful investigation of these affairs.
I'm well aware of my performance.
Indeed. If that is all, perhaps you guys can see to that.
Oh, we'll see to that. Well, you sit here. And I say something, I say something in Aklo. I say something like in Aklo, just like
and leave.
Yep. Fucking out. Fucking sunglasses. Fireworks. Psh.
Can I check out how Elio and Shiram are taking this spat?
Yeah, give me a sense motive check.
I'm too angry.
Sense motive 19.
Aveline, you notice that Elio seems very nervous and Shiram seems very thoughtful, but you don't get any more than that as you guys exit the chamber.
Such allies. Okay.
After we leave, I say like a couple more things in Aklo, and I'm just like, I just don't understand you humans, and just it's so rude, so rude. I've never been talked to in this way before.
As we leave, I'll just sort of lean in towards Duran a bit, and I'll say, and I'll remind you, counselor, that so far we've been doing this for free, and walk away.
And with that, you guys exit the council chambers confident in not only your own ethical superiority, but also your wittiness as well.
Oh, God.
Don't get it. How can you stand having leaders like this? They give no respect, and they earn none. All they say is, "Ooh, I can make pretty fireworks from my hands, so you must listen to me." Oh, I have lots of shiny things. You must listen to me.
It used to not be this bad. Granted, I'm from the outskirts. I didn't think the inner city would be this political.
I don't know. I feel like it's always kind of been this bad.
Interesting to
Just
see
now
it
they're
firsthand
fighting
when I
amongst
was
each other.
interesting to see it firsthand when I was so excited to try to bring magic to the rest of the people when the ones who are in charge are like, no. Rather disheartening.
I swear, if they actually tried to make contact with my people properly, they would just end up asking for a war. It's ridiculous.
Sabbath, you were about to say something?
Hope. I've chosen not to disclose that I know about the discs to the council, just because, well, one, I'm new to this, but also because so sus. In the lightest of terms, so sus was he. In just because I've written down what you've said, and I just don't know. I know one thing, and I know that to the Empire I am loyal, and and that includes everyone who lives here. That's where I'm going with that. And as far as those discs go, what do you need to do to find out what they are?
I don't know. I know the one looking around to make sure we're not being listened to.
Yeah, we're far away now. We have walked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
we
you
have
got
walked
just
away.
left the council
So-
chambers. It's just you guys.
The first one we found is currently in the care of Shiram. He's currently shown to be trusted at the moment. And because A, it radiates some really dangerous radiation and it will make people sick. From what I remember studying back in the long day at the academy, it was made of apsium, which, from my understanding, is said to have the potential as a immense power source. So how to harness it, I have no fucking idea. And the one we just found, Horicallium, which is even more rare, and I can count the digits on my fingers of how much it's going to cost to even what this thing is even worth. I understand what it is, but what it's capable of doing, I've only gleaned notes. It's very little understood. Even the
so
amount
far, they've been using it as keys.
Yes, but I have a feeling these might be used for more, especially since Apsium has a potential for a power source. What would you power with it? Like, I have my own design, which I feed with my innate magical essence, but what this does, I have no idea. It goes beyond what I'm capable of.
Power, do you mean like electricity or like energy or like water power or like
Electricity. Electricity is harnessed in a different way, but mostly you're taking an innate magical energy, and that becomes the power source, in a sense. I point to Echo. Echo's my ongoing prototype of that. But the first disc we found is beyond what Echo is capable of.
I guess that means you can power anything with it, right?
I don't know. I've never worked with it because it's dangerous. I have hypotheses in my head. I have multiple theories going on in my head, but they keep coming to dead ends every time I think about it. I don't know what these are for. And if there's more, I have a feeling there might be more. Because I know there's multiple sky metals, but what would they be used together? Some of them are even harder to work with. The fact that these two are even solid is even rare as it is. You see him kind of being a little exasperated as he didn't breathe through that entire sentence.
Pat you on the shoulder, gingerly.
Yeah, I have multiple theories going on what these are before, but they keep coming to dead ends.
If the first one was a key, our best idea so far is that the second one is also a key. And that's why we need her house cleared out so we can see if she's got a secret room.
Greatly agree.
Ophelia's still muttering to herself.
So where to next? Are we going straight there, or do you guys still need to rest?
Sleep.
We all need to rest.
I was assuming it's getting late at this point.
Yeah.
We need to rest. You need to study your book.
Perhaps Sabbath can accompany you to your place of rest.
Whoa.
Are we place of resting at
Dornos.
at
I
Adorno
thought we were
still?
going to the bar.
I think we've kind of claimed his apartment as our home now.
I guess I can sleep in the bathtub again.
We can
Sounds like
give
there is
my.
a bedroom
There's
at
one.
Adorno's.
We
Or
could
we
give
can
my
go to a place
uncle
that
a
has our
break, or either way. What was that?
Or we can go a place that we have each our own individual.
Yeah.
Do I have a place to stay? Like an actual home in this place?
You do have a home of your own, yes, for sure. It depends on if you want to keep accompanying the adventurers as they travel about the city.
Okay, so what is like a 1-bedroom apartment like I built, or like is it a house? Because I guess we could all just go to my place.
You
And
have
I
a
can just
tidy cottage consisting of a 1-bedroom, 1 office suite. There's a very nice kitchenette and dining room, but otherwise you have a very fairly Spartan and otherwise career focused sort of apartment.
You are the guard captain. They do not pay you enough.
nah.
In fact, your apartment is relatively untouched, but your office at the barracks is very well lived in.
I have 2 offices, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, you have an office and an apartment.
Nice, nice. Okay.
I mean, we
Well,
could go back to my uncle's bar, but I don't know if my uncle's usual patrons would want to stick around with the guard captain in tow. Not to offend, but there's a kind of a rowdy bunch.
that makes sense. I can promise I won't throw anyone in jail
He says hesitantly.
for now.
Oh.
If you feel that it's better that we split up, I am down to do that.
We can also agree to meet up at a location so we may go to Anadir's together.
You
What would
want to go
be?
straight to
Sounds like a
Council
plan.
Member Anadir's house place?
Well, no, like later. Like we could meet back up.
Yeah, like I'm saying,
Well,
like
are we
we
gonna
can
are we
arrange
gonna
a
wait
meetup.
on them to clear Verrier's house first, or do we want to do that? Finish her place first, or do we want to make an attempt to go deal with the woman who masters in explosives?
Okay, so like if like for my vote, I would actually love to do I would love to finish up Valeria's place and then actually go to see if we can find Ziva and then do Anadir, but that's just me. Like that doesn't really make a lot of sense like story-wise.
Completely barricaded. Yeah, if she has completely barricaded herself, I don't think she's going anywhere anytime soon.
That's true.
I don't
She
think
made it
anyone's
very
gonna dare
clear.
set foot
It's
on
true.
her property.
I'm just extremely curious is what it is.
It feels like she'll be holed up long term.
And then we also still have the pig water thing, so if we want to do that.
Yeah.
Side quests.
Pink water?
Like they're like a river pig thing. There's like a side quest
Pig.
to do.
Some beastie.
Okay. I thought you said pink.
Pink. Oh no.
I think I agree. I think we should finish up what we've already started before we go finding new threads.
Especially,
we technically can't do that until they clear it out, so it depends on how
Right.
long they take.
we can swing. I'd say we could probably swing by and see how
See if
well
it's
they
ready.
cleared it out.
Well, we can.
But I would also need to spend time tonight as well to, as I pat my bag, I need to study her book. Anything in there may help us. I don't know, and I would probably want to study the disc a little bit more.
I'm sure they'll probably report to the guards once the house is cleared out. So guard Captain Savith, you could just let us know if tomorrow her abode is
that
all
something
clear.
I get? I get a report later?
Probably.
Well, I'm mostly just asking.
I assume.
All right, let's say I do get this report. I will let you know. That's all I can offer right now.
Well, we
All
could also
right.
find out like when we meet up, like
Yeah.
we'll agree to meet up at a time, like because I'm assuming that that the guard captain would be informed when that place gets cleared out, right?
I would hope.
Oh, yes. Surely at some point she will be notified when the guards have successfully relocated the enchanted partygoers.
Okay. So do we want to go to Adorno's or back to the bar?
Maybe the Adorno's
I can go to Adorno's.
do my stuff.
You
Rochambeau
go
for the
to
bed?
Adorno's, and I will go home to my one office, one bedroom. No, the office. I'll go to the office.
No, yeah, you go to the office. You do not go to your apartment. With that, everybody kind of disperses. Most of you return to Adorno's apartment, which you guys do have the key to. You let yourselves in and find various ways to comport yourselves. Savith, you return to your office. However, when you do, Captain Savith, there is a guard waiting for you. His name is Morgeet.
More geet.
Yeet.
Morgeet.
Morgeet.
He's
Yeet.
one of your captains out in the city.
Does she like this cat?
Do I like this? What is what's the vibe of this guy? Captain.
Morgeet has been on this on the guard for a long time. Morgeet isn't necessarily the most honorable or efficacious or even reliable guard, but you nevertheless trust Morgeet in some certain deep-seated ways. Morgeet never really lies to you. Morgeet never really hides or misrepresents stuff. He's generally kind of dour. Did you ever read Game of Thrones?
A little bit.
Do you
Who was he
remember
like?
Dolorous Ed?
No.
Okay, you know what? Fucking never mind. Well, Morgeet doesn't seem like he lives for a lot, but he's here.
Got
And you kind of trust
seniority.
Ah.
him.
He's got my
Captain
back.
Sever,
Morgeet.
glad you've returned.
What do you got for me?
Well, to be honest, Guard Captain, I'm not sure if I should say.
Well, if you don't say, then that kind of just puts a little wall of distrust, doesn't it?
His brow furrows and he thinks for a long moment about that. Well, I suppose I can't argue with that. I saw some of our men, some of the guards, disappear into a sewer out near the dams. They left, haven't come back for hours. I think they've joined the others.
Joined as in they've abandoned posts?
Yes, ma'am, maybe. Sometimes I think about joining them. Might have to do less mopping.
Well, I appreciate you mopping. Don't forget that. Give you a good pat on your
Hard
back.
skills. I just thought you should.
Morgie, how long ago was this?
Some of the boys saw them leaving last night. Haven't come back.
And I was with them when they were out at the sex club. Right?
No, not those men. Some of the other guards. Councillor Duran came. He asked that they investigate the perimeter of Lady Anadir's estate.
Oh, they were under orders.
At the beginning, they were, but soon after, word is that they abandoned their posts.
I really appreciate this update. This is telling.
Well, like
Um,
I said, might be likely to join them, might pay better, who knows? With that, he trundles out.
how does he know they're getting paid to leave? I guess it's too late for asking.
It seems he was just mouthing off. I wouldn't
Ah, I see.
necessarily take that bit.
Okay.
He's being cheeky.
He's
Was
just
he
muttering to himself.
was the character you were referring to in the show?
In the show, you mean has he been here before?
No. You said that he's like a dude from Game of Thrones.
She's saying, was he a book person or a show person?
No, he
Yeah.
was a show person. You remember the guy at the wall, Ed, who was always like, "Yeah, we'll probably die." Like,
Oh, yeah, I do.
yeah, he's super defeatist. You know him that he's very pessimistic, but he's generally somewhat reliable. Morgitsa, he's not a bad guy.
Mm. Okay. Well,
He complains a lot.
complaining a lot. Under the orders, they went to investigate and then suddenly changed their tune. That kind of sounds like the enchantment that you were talking about earlier, or that we were all under earlier, right?
Yes, however, these guards have been tasked to investigate Anadir, the renegade council lady who is the evoker, the one who has barricaded herself in her home and is staunchly opposing the council.
But uh, my impression of all of these people who do magic, and I'm sure somebody had said earlier that she is a person of means, could find somebody to enchant people that way, if that was the case.
If she were
Right.
inclined, perhaps. She is definitely a powerful woman in the society in this city. Sure.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I would go so far as to say, though, since you are a guard captain, you have worked with Anadir before, and you know that she is very, uh, not just emotional, but very surface level as well. You don't believe her capable of such a scheme as that. She wouldn't necessarily lower herself to enchant somebody.
Ah, it's to lower oneself to enchant somebody.
I mean, for someone like her who's noted for her um, awe-inspiring evocations, for sure.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna write would enchant people herself. Wouldn't pay for that service.
No, she'd be more likely to burn someone to a crisp than enchant them or pay someone to enchant them.
Okay. That sounds like a threat. Okay. Do I have work to do or other things to look over at the barracks? Just to ask.
Do I have to do paperwork?
Do I have to do paperwork? Is a good
No, but I
question.
will. There is one other thing that catches your attention. Um, as you sit at your desk, making notations and going over the day's activities, eventually Morgit returns. Sorry, ma'am. I'm afraid I have to interrupt you. We seem to have found a prisoner, someone of great interest to yourself and the council.
Who is this prisoner?
Well, pardon me, ma'am, but we do believe it to be Master Velankis, although the identification is still pending. His name,
Master Volunkus.
aye,
Where is he now?
over in the East Wing. Perhaps if you head there, you can see him.
Okay, I choose to head there then. I will see him
Uh,
immediately. Oh, should I actually call them first though? Maybe I don't know.
I suppose it's up to you, but as you mull it over, you begin walking towards the East Wing where some of the cells are in the guardhouse. And before long, you do find a cell that has a recent occupant You see a naked and haggard, dirty man.
Do I know what Volunkus looks like?
Give me a knowledge local check. Roll and add 3.
Okay. I have a 9.
You don't remember specifically. This person seems like he could match the superficial description. But this man is 1, stark fucking naked, and 2, he's clutching at the bars and not making sense.
He's
Tomorrow,
babbling.
the plum will land at midnight. The plum will open, and from the plum will open a bat, and the bat will rain upon stars upon the ceiling. My flock is these stars.
Well
Well,
then,
that
Another.
sounds. Can I have Morgit dress this man at least partially?
Oh, begging your pardon, man, but I don't want to go in there and put on clothes on him. He seems fine on his own. Please don't make me.
You've done too good of work recently. I can't make you mop the floors and clothe the naked man, so I suppose it's all right.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll hold my hand in front of your eyes and shield you from the vision if that makes it better.
It's fine. I'm just not gonna look down.
The man is clutching the bars. And the rapturous taste of his flesh is nothing but the sweet orange release in my mouth. I know nothing but the illumination of the moon, the feeling of the fur across my skin.
Oh my god.
You know nothing, even not your name, sir?
Names are but the collection of sounds, the collection of syllables, the utterance of voices, the movement of tongues, tongues that wolves, bears, others share.
Shall I call you the stark naked man then?
I am but the humble servant of my master. It is my destiny to run across the city to know its insides and its outsides from the bottom to the top. It is my destiny to run among them.
And what is your master's name?
My master's name shall not be spoken. It must not be spoken in anything but words. It must not be spoken but anything but sounds, but the noise, but in my mind, but in my face, but in my words.
And perhaps in written language?
In language is the sound, and writing is the symbols. The symbols are the key, the symbols he seeks. The symbols are the mastery of everything.
Hate that you're
All right.
schizophrenic.
Morgit, I please do not let this man disappear.
Right. I'm writing it all down.
Oh god.
I appreciate that. If he says anything of note, I expect a report on it, and I'll buy you a drink later for your trouble.
Right. Okay, the writing is on the walls, is in my skull, is in my. I think I got it.
Beautiful. I suppose I return to my office to do more paperwork.
And with that, the rest of the night passes more or less uneventfully.
I will spend part of my night studying Rhaegar's book because Alchemist description. I don't have to decipher it. I'm capable of reading her algorithms.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. Do you want to try and make a spellcraft check to maybe add some of those spells to your formula book?
I want to see what she has because I can only go up to level 4. Level 4, and I need to know. I basically need a list of which ones I'm capable of transcribing over.
Given that you are level 4, you are only capable of transcribing spells of up to level 2, assuming they fall on both the alchemist and.
So I would have to see which ones are on her list that I can move on to mine.
Well, give me a spellcraft check, and I'll tell you how much you actually end up being able to memorize.
Yeah, because I don't need to decipher arcane writings to copy them. For me, because that's the alchemist.
But you do need to make a spellcraft check and spend money if you are copying them over.
Yeah. I just want to see what I'm capable of knowing if there's any that I can move over.
How much money?
It's hard to say.
I didn't ask for your opinion.
Spellcraft.
Rude. Just because you said that, I'm gonna go get chips.
That's gonna be a 29.
You said 29 for spellcraft?
Yes.
Okay, let me see what
I have
you
a
get.
plus 11 to my spellcraft.
Shit.
Basically, this is just I just want to be identifying. Okay, what can I move over, or what am I capable of? Basically, what translates into a potion. I know there's spells that cannot.
You can copy any of the spells that are second level or below that are in her spell book, because of the check you made. In order to write one of those spells in, you need to spend 40 gold. And I will allow you to select any level 2 or lower enchantment spell from the sorcerer wizard list that is also on the alchemist list.
I will see if I'm able. All right, filter. Am I able to filter this? Apparently not. Okay. All right. So you said any enchantments level 2 or lower.
Yes, that are also on the alchemist spell list. They have to be on your list as well.
Yeah.
But you are allowed to copy one spell from her book into your formula.
Do I have the funds?
Well, Alhan has barricaded himself in Adorno's workroom. Ophelia and Aveline, what are you guys doing?
We went back to Adorno's, right?
Correct.
I am kind of raiding his tiny apartment for some random bits and baubles and stuff. I'm looking to see if he's got any like rags or anything I can tear into strips, and if he's got anything like any discarded glass bottles or anything I can crush up.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
I'm back.
Perception. 15.
You do end up finding both rags and it looks like some empty potion vials or something like that. Something that would can easily be glass and crushable.
Okay. I'm gonna take a little while and just sort of rip the stuff into strips, and I'll take like a bowl and like crush up the glass into dust and pour it into a pouch, and I'm just keeping that on my belt. Some little bags full of random crap.
Okay, so you have pouches of broken glass.
Yeah.
Okay, add 3 pouches of broken glass to your inventory.
Great.
Ophelia, what are you doing?
Well, I just got snacks, so I don't know what's happening there.
You're at
You're
a dorm.
doing whatever you like.
Okay. I work on my song a little bit more. Or no, I work on a new song. Working on a new song. About oppressive racist people.
Give me a perform check.
Oh, damn it.
I would only be able to choose
15.
3. Or I would basically have a pick of 3 level 2 spells that are enchantment.
Well, you got to decide between one of those.
Well, I was able to find a filter that allowed me to see what I could choose. That made it easier to figure out, okay, what am I capable of using?
Yeah, for sure. Ophelia, I'm sorry, what did you say?
It's only a 15.
It's not great. You find that tyranny doesn't have a lot of rhyming verbs or nouns.
Tyranny. That's not a word. That's
Tyranny.
cheery.
My
I do-
buddy.
Damn it.
My...
I have 42 worth of I think value worth gems because it's in my other slot. In my wealth.
Wait, say that again, Alhan?
So in terms of wealth to use as the for spending, I have 42 gems worth of 42
Bless
gold.
you.
Yes, you're able to use that as reagents in your copying.
So I am choosing investigative mind as my copying.
You're really far away from your mic.
I'm
Yeah,
actually not
it's
that far
really
from my mic. I'm just turning my head because I'm looking at a second screen.
Your mic's very directional.
Yes, it is.
Well, at any rate,
It's because
you.
he uses a Yeti. That's why.
Oh, fancy boy.
Alhan, you do manage to record one of the spells before you fall asleep. Aveline and Ophelia, you likewise do your activities before falling to bed, and Sabbath, eventually you two fall asleep at your desk, like you're used to. But ere long, the morning dawns crisp and golden with a little bit of mist near the ocean. However, you guys are far enough to the interior of the city not to notice or care. But you do all wake up, which is a step in the right direction.
Yeah, we're not dead. That's good.
Depends on your point of view. But moving on.
All right. Feed the capybara.
Yes. Wee. Hawthorne is there immediately begging for food, and you are able to find some of those. Aveline, you are able to find some of those pellets that you found earlier to give to him.
He's got pellets. He's got water. He's
And
got
you
a
also
litter
notice
box.
no, there's fucking poop in weird places.
Oh, we need to get this animal a box.
So I've copied that into my formula book, having to basically translate wizardry arcane writings into a potion alchemical formula.
It takes some effort, but you are eventually able to decipher it. What do you add?
I added investigative mind, so essentially allows me to, if I use this extract, it allows me to roll twice, take the higher on investigative. So, are you? So your mind is able to correlate information effectively when attempting to appraise knowledge, linguistics, or spellcraft. I roll twice, take the higher.
Okay, knowledge linguistics spellcraft. Got it.
This spell is discharged once you've used its benefit a number of times equal to my caster level.
Which is 4 or 3?
My caster level currently is 4.
Okay, so if you cast that spell, you get the bonus up to 4 times.
Yep, 4 times within 10 minutes per level.
Gotcha.
Pretty sweet.
You do spend most of the night copying that over, but in the morning you are able to prepare it if you so choose. Ophelia, you take some time to prepare your spells and your songs as well. Aveline, what are you doing?
I'm a spontaneous caster. I'm a bard.
Yeah, I think he does the rest a little bit, just like
Just recover your spells per day.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
hon, does
prepare
any of your
myself.
alchemical shit need some actual shit?
As he just kind of sticks his head out with major bed head or desk head. Whatever I gleaned from this woman's spellbook as he's rubbing his face. Enchantment is one of the hardest schools to translate over into a drinkable extract. She had something I could use, but
I'm asking if you need any of this giant rat poop.
I'm sure I can use it as some sort of catalyst for methane, but
Excellent, then you can clean it up. And I leave.
Nice.
I feel like I just got gypped to cleaning up after the fucking rodent.
Ooh.
Joy. And for the sake of flair, I will actually look in what can I use capybara shit for. I think there's something for. I don't know if I don't think it's power ingredients.
You grit your teeth, but then you realize that there's a high quantity of phosphorus in capybara shit, and you are immediately pleased. Ophelia, you eventually drag yourself out of the bathtub and arise. And Sabbath, you wipe the drool off your chin and lift your head up from your desk.
And I yell at someone to send word to the group to come meet me at the barracks.
Muggy, where are you?
Exactly.
Yes, Captain.
Please send word to. Is it a group of adventurers? You guys have a name?
We don't really have a name.
We don't have a name.
Please send word to the people I've been hanging out with or accompanying with.
Oh my
We
God,
told you where
recently.
we were staying.
Yeah.
They're at such and such address. You don't have to send it yourself. You could send somebody else to do it if you like.
So phosphorus is actually a power component.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be right on it. And he trundles out.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we've only technically known each other for like what, 2 weeks?
Okay,
Yep.
good. I don't know how well I know you.
Oh,
well,
not
you've
at
only
all.
known us for a couple of days.
I know.
Really.
Apparently, I know your mouth.
Well, you know, we know each other a little bit better now. You haven't made out with the rest of the group yet.
Yes.
We're on good terms. Everyone else is, whatever.
Getting there.
We'll see where the day leads us.
I imagine we get a knock on the door or somebody fetches us.
After a little bit of time to wake up at the tavern, or I'm sorry, at Adorno's, you do raid his pantry and maybe even brew some bitter bean water from his available stores. But yes, before long,
Yes,
there
tasty,
is
bitter, non-trademark bitter bean water.
non-trademark. It is PETES, Pete's coffee.
Fuck out of here.
But yes, you do. Before long, there is a thunking at the door, an insistent knock.
Oh shit, does he have a landlord or are we supposed to be paying rent?
This is a student dorm. I don't think it works that way.
Shit. Who is it?
The name is Morgie. I work with the guard.
Oh. I'll open the door.
Before you, you do recognize the rather stumpy, sort of lumpy-faced guard that you initially met outside of, I think it was Rodolphus's estate, the one who you ended up giving flowers to to bring home to his missus.
Oh yeah.
She's married?
Oh, right. Oh, I recognize you.
Oh, hello again.
Mm.
Did you like the flowers?
Give me a sense motive check.
And sense motive. Oh, why does my stuff keep loading weird? 18.
You detect a bit of a blush on his cheek, but he otherwise does not acknowledge your remark. I've been sent to invite you to speak with Guard Captain Savitt. She has a task for you.
So robotic.
Splendid. Well, let me grab everybody.
Right. I'd maybe suggest combing your hair as well. And with that, he leaves.
Prick.
You say as you shut the door.
Find a mirror, fix myself, put my hair back up in my little silver pin, fluff it. Okay, everybody. And I guess we follow him.
He's already gone.
Oh, okay. Well,
dipped without you.
Okay, fine. Well, that was silly anyway. Okay, everybody, let's go.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Before long, it takes a while to gather up the troops. Ophelia is busy drying herself off and humming in the bathroom, and it takes more longer than you might expect to tear Alhan away from his work. But eventually, the three of you do end up making your way to the guardhouse in the center of town.
Welcome.
I take in her her office, I guess.
Give me
I don't know
perception
if we're-
checks, the three of you guys.
Perception.
Oh my god, this is what I rolled this high in?
22.
27.
Dirty 20.
You each notice that some strands of Sabbath's hair is kind of stuck to her mouth where she may have slept on it and or drooled.
I kind of, do the little scratching at the lip thing, you got a little something.
I ignore that and I let you guys know that somebody who may or may not be Valankis is as a prisoner. I've had Morgit write down all the ramblings he's been doing, but it's not exactly a person of sound mind. Oh, and he's stark nude.
I did give him some pants. He seems to have found those, and I'll put them on.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Begging the lady's pardon.
Yes. So, if you would like to confirm, I don't know if you know what Valankis looks like. I unfortunately don't have the clearest of mind of what his face is.
Savith leads you deeper into the guard post where there is a wing of cells. You do see in one of them is a surprisingly dirty but otherwise generally healthy young man with dark hair and eyes. However, his hair is frizzy, and it looks like there might be even twigs, mud, and or some other substances mixed in with his matted hair. He is, however, wearing pants, which seems like a step up.
Huh.
Uh,
This does put an interesting note in the investigation. You say he's not sound of mind?
Is he really dirty still?
Is he the person that you say he is? Or we think he is?
I use prestidigitation on him because he offends my nose.
As you walk closer and you're asking these questions, he does grab a hold of the bars, and Ophelia, as you begin to work your magic, you do see some of the grime beginning to slip away from both his head and skin, but it doesn't make his words any more coherent. The saliva drips from the tusks, smoke from the mouth and from the nose. The eyes burn red, and I cannot see anything but the swirl of the faces around me.
Among these ramblings, he did mention he had a master, although I don't know if that is part of his ramblings of a madman. I don't know how mad he is, and I don't know if this is actually ramblings or if this is actually something else.
Wait, didn't the guard, the doorman said there was a rambling man that came to the apartments? You remember?
Oh yeah, I do remember you saying that.
Indeed, you guys, upon your interrogation of the doorman, you do remember there was a strange, perhaps even homeless or vagrant man that came stumbling up at one point and was subsequently turned away from the very ritzy condominiums.
What if this is him? And they made him crazy and they took his place.
Could be.
Possibility.
I suppose he could just look so disheveled the doorman didn't recognize him.
I wonder if we can actually get the doorman to come down here and see if he can ID him, now that we've cleaned him up a little.
Oh, well, that can be arranged. More geet?
Chop chop.
I'll be back.
Thank you, good man.
It is almost 2 hours before Morgie ends up returning. Is there anything that you guys want to do with the prisoner before Morgie returns?
Do I have access to his rambling notes that I had here, Keith, write down?
As he leaves, he hands you a pad of paper. It seems to indicate every response that this guy has made over the course of the evening.
Can I do
Much
detect
of it
magic
makes
on him too?
you what?
Can I do detect magic on him as well?
Absolutely.
I'm kind of just off to the side watching this because this is out of my depth.
Ooh.
Like, do I got anything? Not really.
I've decided to pick the archetype of opportunist fighter, and I get bluff, sense motive, sleight of hand, and stealth, but I haven't allocated anything yet, so I'm not exactly ready to use those.
Got it. No worry.
Okay, cool.
Did you detect any magic?
Let me double check. You do detect what looks like the lingering traces of some sort of magic.
May I use a spellcraft check to try to see what these lingering traces may be?
You may use spellcraft to try to identify them, yes.
God, what the fuck? 13.
You are unable to identify what particular affliction this man may have been subject to, but you can clearly tell that he has been addled by some form of magic.
He's not like this naturally. Somebody has done something to him. He has a magical aura around him that I can't quite decipher what exactly happened.
Can you dispel it?
Without knowing what it is, I can't. And also, no, I can't in general.
I can't. And I especially can't.
No.
I have something that can, but I think it's out of charges.
Out of charges?
I point it to Ophelia.
What are you pointing at, Ophelia?
The one charge that I used that could have probably dispelled it. It was used on her.
Oh
my god. What do you need to recharge that?
Spell.
Magic. He needs a wizard.
More magic.
Staffs don't regain their charges unless it says otherwise. And the only way to refill it is you have to know the spell and pump it into the staff, which I'm not capable of knowing.
Do you think what's his face might, if we call him, if he would come down?
Master Sharam?
Yeah. Like, yo, Master Sharam, buddy, hey.
He might question where we found the staff.
We don't have to talk about the staff. We just asked him to spell it.
Spell it.
Well, you mean to spell him?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
You know, Captain Sabbath, they really should consider having it like just one mage on hand.
Do I have a mage on hand?
No. In fact, Sabbath, it's come to your attention that not a single person on the guards actually has magical talent. Most of that is kept with the bureaucracy or ruling class. And maybe why some of the guards have been deserting, specifically because of the anti-magic or anti-mage sentiments in some of the uh, social circles.
I'm assuming I don't have magic.
You do
I
not
don't.
have.
Cool.
I mean, I'm sure if you paid someone enough, somebody would do it. Just to have somebody who could at least do simple things would really be a big help.
This is that city you were talking about a week ago. Oh God, I forgot the name. That has the bridge, and then there's like a shadow, and then there's like the outskirts, right?
No. That is in the
No.
future. That is far.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
okay.
place has been destroyed by a meteor by then.
Oh.
Way in the past.
Yes.
we are
This is a city that exists on the coast. There is a river that kind of cuts through the city, dividing the have areas from the have not areas. The center of town is mostly bureaucratic and or scholastic, like the various magic colleges. And on the southwestern portion of the city, where the land meets the water, it is mostly docks and poorer areas.
Do I have one of those shit. No, I forgot the word for it. It's the people who commit the crimes and then the cops make them a deal to be like an informant. Do you know what I'm talking about?
An undercover cop.
No. It's like a
like a rat.
contact, like a rat. Yeah,
Snitches.
exactly.
Got
Or
some
snitch.
snitches.
Give me a knowledge local and add 3 again.
All right. Fuck. I'm always rolling a 3. So it's a 6.
Oh.
It's a good reaction.
Fuck.
Maybe I should lose my job.
Oh no!
What's
We like
the total on
A 6.
that? There's only one person you can think of that may have heard anything, and he's definitely not third nor fourth, but like 5th or 6th on your list of people.
Ian.
But there is Mansta.
Mansta?
I have a question.
Go for it.
May I try using my bardic talent counterson?
To
if a creature within
counters,
range, if a creature within the, can I read it?
That's like an active counter spell thing. It doesn't undo magic that already exists.
But if a creature within range of the counterson is already under the effect of a non-instant sonic or language-dependent magical attack, it gains another saving throw against the effects each round it hears the counterson.
Fair. But this is an instantaneous effect that he is under.
Damn it.
It is no longer you have recognized the lingering traces of magic, but not the active traces of ongoing magic. For example, he has not been victim of, say, charm person or something else that has a duration.
Fuck.
Whatever affected him and had an instant or permanent duration.
Sad. I thought I was clever.
It's a
It was a good
launch.
idea. It was a really
It's
good
a long shot, but I did take a point in spellcraft. Can I see if anything about him rings a bell on what happened to him?
Go for it. Based on Ophelia's detect magic observations, you attempt to collate that data into an answer.
Ooh. Ooh. Boop, boop, boop. 18, 20, 21.
Hard to say for sure, but he definitely seems to be suffering from some sort of mental intrusion, rendering him confused or perhaps even insane.
They've made him magically mentally insane?
Within the water swims the stream, but I am not on the stream, but I am on the shore. The rabbits watch, eyes pulsing, glinting in the darkness, eating the shrubs of fruit, the fruit of man. He continues just talking into nothingness.
Can I? I don't know. One of my new spells is enthralled. Would I still be able to talk to them if I put them under that spell?
What does enthrall do?
Enthrall, they give you their undivided attention, ignore their surroundings, and consider to have a friendly attitude towards you under the duration of the spell, under the effect of the spell.
I mean, you may attempt it. There's no way of knowing what will happen unless you do it.
I would like to cast enthrall on them, so I am singing to them without interruption for a full round, which is however many seconds. He does get a will save.
He attempts it without you knowing. What is the DC?
Oh my god! Move, you stupid thing! Sorry. Having a 16.
What do you sing while you're doing this?
I'd like to sing something soothing. Because he seems kind of frantic, so I kind of want to, like, calm him down a little bit.
I love you.
We're not the fucking... I'm not Barney. I am not Barney. You get that shit out of here. You get that shit out of here.
Barney?
I am not fucking Barney.
I need your autograph now.
You begin singing at
something
him.
along like letting the waves carry you and drifting into the calm of the ocean.
His voice does seem to slow a little bit, but you notice that his diatribe does not change in the least. Beneath the waves lies the stone. Up against the stone is the path up. The path is water, water within, water down, water around. Deep, deep, deep beneath earth.
What is the water?
The water is but the conduit, the way out, the way in, the way around.
Who has showed you this way?
The way is shown to me, the way is shown to me by those who know the place, those who know the powers, those who know what came before, those who know what came after.
Who are those people so I may talk with them?
They are all around, they are down, they are up, they are around, they are alive, they are dead.
Is this repeated?
It's like a schizophrenic moment. Holy crap.
You are like frantically like thumbing through the
I'm like checking my report.
You do notice some of these words and phrases have been repeated before, but in various configurations. It does not seem as if Ophelia, the Cecilia, is getting resolved.
I have lost my way, wish to find it again. How may I find it?
The way is out, the way is around, the way is up the stream and down the halls.
Would this man be able to lead us to where the way is?
Just as you postulate that question, one hand is in his pants and definitely scratching at his ass.
At least it was that.
Oh my god.
The other hand is scratching at his head. He doesn't know where he is.
You must find the way, show everyone what is the way, which we can go in order to find the truth in the deep, the depth, the dark.
God, holy crap.
See, Ophelia gets it.
I'm sorry, I'm not schizophrenic enough to do this.
I have lots of mental illness. Does this get a reaction out of him?
Indeed, follow the course down, follow the spread around. 7 there are, 7 discs, 7 everything. 7 of all.
7 discs.
7 discs?
It's actually getting information. Hyperventilating.
I perk up at hearing 7 discs.
The 7 discs, they spin around, they cause the power, they show the way. What is the way?
Aveline has discs, but do you show that to him, or that's not a good idea?
No,
Are we alone? Just me and them, or?
Yes, where's
yes,
poor
currently
Heat?
it is you and the heroes and dirty Mr. Less dirty Mr. Valankis.
Evelyn, you heard him say disc, right?
Oh yeah, he's 7.
I look around, make sure nobody else is in this area.
Good bow.
Yeah.
Show him.
What did you say?
I have a theory now. Show him.
All right, I'll pull it out of my pack.
You see the disc. We have the disc. We show the disc. We want the power, but to show what we can do to help serve those in the deepest, darkest depths.
And he collapses.
Wait, really?
For real.
Oh shit! Is he dead?
You've killed him.
I checked the pulse.
He is convulsing violently.
I do cure moderate wounds.
You attempt to use your magic through the cell, but unfortunately, he has fallen further back and in and away from you. And before long, his
Close
body
the disc,
still.
sir.
Oh my god! Are you serious?
He what? Wait, I'm sorry.
Did he just see?
A sticky stream of spittle or vomit clings to the side of his mouth as you guys open the cell, but he does not move.
I do a heal check.
I think he just seized.
Give me a heal check.
Natural 20.
Okay,
He dead, Jim.
God, fuck!
Natural 20 plus 8, so 28.
He dead?
Wait, damn it! I should have done saving finale. Fuck.
Ah. Woof. So he dead.
Yeah.
Ah. Well. Oh. Evelyn then died.
Damn it. God.
So he's dead.
God.
I guess.
Did I kill him?
No, you didn't. I don't. I mean, it was my suggestion.
Do I see on doing quick physical overall? Looking at him. Did he just seize, or he just fucking just straight up dead?
You can give me a heal check.
I did. I was a natural 20.
He was a natural 20.
Natural 20. Yes, his body seems to have convulsed in such a way that he's just dead. Maybe his heart exploded. Maybe he broke something along his spine. Who the fuck knows? Motherfucker's dead.
Like
This guy is the minister of transportation.
I take a look at his pupils, kind of lifting him up. This is just gonna be flavor text for the fuck of it because he's dead. Dilated pupils. I think he seized and bled his brain.
So the magic that was holding him had his brain in lock, like
the mind,
basically a kill switch for whenever.
I don't know.
We don't know. I couldn't decipher what kind of magic was lingering on him.
I guess we can pause to wait for Aveline to reboot her router.
Yeah. You can pause for a second.
God damn it, I fucking killed him. Ah!
I don't know if it was you.
We can't be sure that it wasn't the affliction that was already.
So Aveline's on her phone, so she can still hear us.
Okay, cool.
Wait, she can't?
Or no, she's not in here, so.
Yeah.
Did you reveal is so dramatic?
The character and the internet died. I'm so upsetty spaghetti right now.
Okay, so you know what's really funny is I didn't realize that Savith was a lady until like a couple times, not.
Oh yes,
like when you
we're
said
sorry.
ma'am.
Sabbath is a ma'am, and made out with who is also a
that
ma'am.
was a very, very badass ma'am.
Yes, we actually really like Sabbath. I really hope she's not evil.
Hey, I don't. We'll say she's good for now. Very lawful. That's really funny. I actually, as a placeholder, because I hadn't decided yet, I just put for alignment cool.
cool alignment. It just has sunglasses on it, like.
Okay. But I did roll a score that I set, so my strength is, well, I don't know. Do you want me to just send this to you guys?
Do it.
This new sheet that I've made for the Sabbath. Hold on, I have to save this.
I mean, you don't got to share anything with them just yet.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, technically our
That's
sheets are a
Zora.
secret to everybody but us and the DM.
Oh, Mr. Rowe. Go get some food, buddy.
I feel
Okay,
like I fried his brain by talking to him in the same chaotic fucking weirdness.
That would be something, huh?
I'm trying really hard not to do what I usually do, which is take responsibility for things that I can't control.
I can't say that you murdered him because you weren't even in the same cell and it had magic that we didn't even know what it was.
Yes, but he was under my enthrallment.
Does that usually kill people?
No.
So I think you're not the reason why he died.
No, I know. It's hard.
I see signs of a seizure, which usually is a brain bleed, but that means whatever magic was on him was doing
Or he
strong
had,
enough to
had
severely
previous
damage his brain.
Am I here?
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
You are here.
Oh
Welcome.
gosh. That was so dramatic. My internet died. Like your voice did that like trailing off like like when it's too loud and then boom everything died.
Awesome.
So anyway,
Ian just make me feel bad over here.
what happened? Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Confirmed dead.
He had
Shit.
he fucking had a seizure and died.
Oh god.
Yeah, he had a brain bleed.
So definitely put the disc away.
I have put the disc back into the backpack. And I'm feeling
Running hypothesis is whatever spell was done to him previously had damaged him, and basically he ended up
brain overloaded.
But that means that I talked him into an overload.
But you okay? Ignore the fact that he's seized and dead. That is a huge problem. We need to let the council know. It's like we found him.
We still need to. We need to have the body identified.
But
yeah, that's true. The doorman will have to identify the body because, right? He's the one who lives there.
We might want to clean him up a little bit. Might be easier to
what's
ID
interesting
him.
is he said 7 discs.
Good.
One for each council member?
I don't know. We have 2. We have 2 discs. I don't know what these discs are supposed to represent in general, but apparently there's 7 of them.
And we have how many dead counselors? 2?
2.
Yes.
That we know of.
Oh, this is
I don't
concerning.
want to.
I don't know if
you found these discs at every death.
Well, at every abode.
Yes.
It was something concerning something concerning Adolphus's one of Adolphus's projects, but we don't really know much other than.
Jeez, now I have to study his notes to figure out what his project is that potentially leads to these discs. But
They point
knowing that
fingers
there's
at each
7,
other, but they seem to know more than they're telling us.
that is true. Knowing that there's 7 is interesting.
I'm almost wondering if each one of them is actually in on this. Say anything.
And I'm wondering why they put me in charge of the guard because I don't know that much.
Well, excuse my language, but you are technically the lapdog of the councilman. You answer to them and them alone.
Is that true?
Everybody gazes at you.
sort of wincing.
It is true.
Woof.
I mean, I'm sure you're very capable, but it might be they had, a criteria.
Ah.
Usually of magic means.
Ah,
As we found throughout our investigation, they, at the very least, former head counsel Adolphus was using the lower class as laborers for secret projects. This is not something that I think that they would like to willingly admit.
of course. Ain't that always the way?
We're finding out that you're actually just as cynical as your other captain.
Well, that brings up now new theories that may now result to more dead ends because I don't know what these discs are or what they're
Can
doing.
I know what the aura was? I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
know what the spell was, but do I know what the aura was? Nathan?
It was an aura of enchantment.
Something I'm well aware of. Did we lose somebody again? Wait, we lost
Oh, it's
Kate.
Kate. Oh,
Kate,
she's
go to
going to
bed.
bed.
Oh, okay. I was like, not her internet too.
Ah, I mean, does anybody else get the feeling that there's probably a reason why they picked all of us? Other than just we're free.
They may think that we may be easily manipulatable. They've already been looking down on me constantly for my race.
I kind of get the feeling that maybe they're hoping we won't find anything at all.
It may be making certain problems go away,
Maybe.
like Anadir.
I mean, they suspected us at the very beginning of all this. Maybe they just deciding how they want to use us.
I'm finding this deal less and less favorable as the days go forward.
It's certainly not very lucrative.
No.
Everyone just quietly shakes their heads.
Perfect.
But we can't ignore what the flumps said to us as well.
Oh, yeah, we haven't really mentioned that yet, have we?
As if they would
The what?
believe us.
Well, I'm talking more about Savith.
Savith, would you believe that interdimensional creatures that look like jellyfish and that fart talk to us psychically and advise us of a great evil that is coming to invade our world?
And this came to you in a vision or a dream?
No, we met them in person.
They're real.
Where did you meet these jellyfish?
Do you remember the original attack on the theater? When those blue creatures killed the bystanders?
Not personally.
Yes. So, Savith, earlier on, I would say maybe a couple of weeks ago, at a prominent opera house on the wharf, there was a strange occurrence where opera goers claimed they were attacked not only by a number of strange blue tentacled leonine type creatures, but also a number of glowing jellyfish like creatures. However, you were unable to identify any of the jellyfish. You did, however, upon arriving at the scene, identify several corpses of these strange blue quadrupeds. It was your first introduction to these characters. They helped fight off the strange creatures.
Quadruped creatures fought the jellyfish?
No, these heroes in front of you fought the jellyfish and the quadrupeds.
There were two threats at once.
But we found out the jellyfish weren't really attacking anything.
They were trying to speak with us, to warn us of the ever-impending doom that had doomed their homeworld or dimension.
So
And there were only corpses of the quadrupeds.
Yes.
There technically would have been one corpse of the jellyfish.
Well, yeah, that wasn't talking that.
Yes,
Sort of side eye Alhan.
Wait a minute. Like, there is
I
no
asked-
corpse?
No, there were a couple of corpses of the blue quadrupeds and one corpse of the jellyfish-like creatures.
Do you want to see what they look like? Wait, let me grab a picture.
He killed one before we knew that that the jellyfish weren't
I'm
bad.
sorry.
Wait, it's forgivable clearly, but you're still the only one who killed one, so.
Well, I mean, you have a companion here who has tentacles, so you would think.
We weren't companions quite yet.
You'd think you'd be sensitive to that.
Looks offended, on Maine.
You're just getting disrespected.
No. I forgot what I was gonna say. I was laughing before I remembered.
I just sent it to you personally. A picture of a flume. That is their actual name, by the way. Flume.
Aha! Oh, that kind of looks cute.
They're
Like
actually
a
really
clam
cool.
with a bunch of legs.
They're actually really cool. And very
And
actually
snail,
good
I
creatures.
We're
And
still
what kind
not.
of voice did this guy have? Just to paint the
Oh,
picture.
Ian.
Oh.
Yeah, Ian, let's hear that voice you gave it.
Okay, hang on one sec.
They speak Aklo, so that's how I was able to speak with them.
Ah, and that's your native language?
No, my native language is Aquan.
Ah,
Aklo is
okay.
the language of like not like demons, but like abyssal type creatures.
Yes, aberrations and creatures of the deep.
Yeah. Deeper than Aquan.
Well, that makes sense.
Not
If
ocean
you
deep.
thought it was a creature of the deep, I'm sure it was terrifying. Unless this had this voice says otherwise.
I'm so excited to hear this voice again.
That's how they sound.
We're still
Like
not.
just like that, or like that with like an accent, I guess.
No, that's the sounds they make, but they kind of talk in your head at the same time.
Ah, okay. The picture is painted.
So we're still not quite sure how that all fits into anything, but
Lovely. In the ramblings report, do they mention these creatures? My flipping through
In
still.
whose reports?
In the what's his
In
face?
Morgit's reports of the naked man who died.
No, none of them seem to mention any kind of plump or jellyfish-like creature.
Is there any mention
fact,
of like a dark creature, like a larger evil?
No, dark places maybe, but not dark creatures.
Dark places that exist in reality?
Perhaps. If you give me a linguistics check, I will allow you to sort through some of Morgit's notes to maybe find a pattern.
Ah. And does anyone have that?
I do.
Oh. You want
I
to check
shall.
out this report?
I'll look at these. I'll look at these with you. Let's see.
She like goes shoulder to shoulder with her.
Shoulder.
For one time, I roll a 17.
Dirty 20.
You both look over it and find that there are a few linguistic similarities that stem across the pages of the notebook. References to a large dark place, perhaps underground or something below the surface, maybe of the ocean even. Seem to be something, frequent mentions of water creatures and shapes.
Well, it's a little hard to pinpoint for sure, but Could be something with the dig site. Could be something below the sea. Who knows?
It's very difficult to say. But you do think that there are potentially some threads that coincide across the whole.
So it wasn't completely bonkers.
No, I believe that his mind may have been addled by whatever this enchantment was, and that he knew more. He knew too much, maybe.
Saw too much, and I think about the the gear in my pack again.
Ah.
Was that a?
The discs are gear shaped.
And did you hear that?
That was a weird sound.
There's lots of pull.
Yeah, but this happened much more recently. It was a very big boom.
Very big boom.
There's
But
boomings.
yeah, there was a boom.
Big bada boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom.
Hopefully just firework.
I mean,
Is
if
it
anything,
possible to get the report
cannon.
for all this corpses? Is that like something that I have? Because I was like captain at the time and possibly more involved.
Yes, you have had some small reports on the various things that have happened. Is there any particular thing that you would like to know about?
Just any. Is there anyone's like any like connection, like a person or maybe someone who was there reporting at every site, like even the person who made these, or was it me?
Negative. As far as I know, as far as you know, the people who have reported each of these murders or disappearances have been unrelated or unaffiliated. Definitely not the same person. In order of occurrence, the first murder was Rodolphus, Councilmember Rodolphus. He was attacked at a public event, but later was killed in his home by blunt force trauma that obliterated his head. Several of your guards were also murdered at that scene, so you have no idea how that happened.
Jesus.
Later,
I think all of their heads were also missing.
Like
specifically his.
cut?
I don't know about theirs.
Oh, okay.
Shortly thereafter, council member Verrera turned up dead, presumably at the hands of Valancius because he was missing. However, you now have him in custody.
Or, well, he's dead.
Had him in custody.
Had him in custody. As far as I know, there's no one else that has officially died in investigative capacity.
Are we in those reports?
Yeah, are they in the reports? What does the report say about the adventurers?
A band of nosy adventurers has been hired by the council to investigate some of the operations.
Hired? Where the fuck's our money?
Quite unusually in comparison to the normal investigative procedure.
These bitches said hired, didn't even give us a fucking advancement.
Who wrote this report specifically that said they were hired?
The report has been issued by members of the council.
I see. So they are
Or they're
deluged.
under.
Okay. All right.
Secretaries.
No further questions on that, I suppose. Not right now, at least.
No more questions, Your Honor.
So what leads do you guys want to go check out? I suppose. Wait, do I have to like report this death to somebody? I guess.
Well, you
or
are
am
the
I
highest in your place. You report.
It's been reported.
You literally report only to the council. Like they are the only higher ups you have.
Okay. And the only guard member I have right now is Morgit.
Oh my god, the entire city's just in chaos. There's like 2 people in the entire brigade.
No, there are.
No, he's still out going to get somebody, isn't he?
there are a
Yeah.
number of other guards in the city and spread around. There are also more guards in the guardhouse with you right now. Morgate is just one of the more notable ones that you certainly trust.
I see. And then is he out doing something while we're waiting for him to come back? He said it's 2 hours.
That's why we ended up died. Like that's what we decided to do is interrogate him. Well, at least he can still identify the.
How long's it been?
How long has it been? Has it been 2 hours?
Oh, I did want to clean him up further, so that way it may be easier for the doorman to.
I allow. Go for it. Clean the body.
After some time, after you've sort of squared away the remains of Master Valankis, Morgate does return with the doorman from the from Valankis's apartments.
Oh, before they get back, can I check him and see if he's got like any marks or anything on him, like any symbols or cuts or anything weird?
Give me a perception check when Morgate brings him into the East Wing.
Oh, it just plopped out of my hand. I almost didn't roll. It just kind of went. You said perception?
Correct.
25.
You notice no strange work. You kind of like almost hover around him menacingly when he first walks in, and he does give you kind of a scared look, remembering that you were there at his interrogation the first time. But you
not him. I meant the dead guy.
Oh. No marks.
Okay.
And less dirt than before.
Yeah, I'm not creeping on the doorman.
He also doesn't have any marks though when
Cool.
he walks in.
Do that.
But eventually,
I'm like sniffing the dude.
Morgate does return, leading the doorman from the couple of nights ago.
Mr. Doorman, I hate to ask this of you, but can you please see if you know who this man was?
Yes, absolutely. He spends a moment kind of leaning up against the cell and looking inwards on the now very clean body. Why, that looks like Master Valankis, but I don't understand.
Mr. Valankis has unfortunately passed.
What do you mean you don't understand?
He hasn't been back to the apartment since they found you know. How could he end up here?
This man was brought in, and some circumstances have led him to have a seizure. He was babbling quite. Actually, you might be able to recognize some of these words from this report that I had.
Sabbath has become a well-writing report woman.
You flick open the notepad, and the hands scrape the earth. The earth reveals its treasure, the treasure of earth, the treasure of. Does this make any sense? And he, no, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. But my gods, his hair. I think I saw him the night he. I think he came up to the door, but I didn't recognize him. He was so filthy and babbling.
As we suspected. So to the best of your knowledge, this does resemble the man that had incoherently came up to the hotel or to the apartments. Do you remember if that was before or after you saw Miss Valankis, or not Miss Valankis, Miss Varera leave?
No, it was before I saw her leave. That's why I was sure that it was someone else. I was quite confident Master Velonkis and Council Lady Varera were already upstairs.
I suppose that clears Velonkis of the crime.
I
Right?
share a look with everybody. Like, basically, like, fucking knew it.
Well, sorry to ask you to come in here and look at all this. It's very distressing, I'm sure.
This whole week has just been like something out of a dream or a nightmare. I don't know what to do.
You should go home, get some rest. It's in traumatic times, it's best to take time to take care of yourself. Spend time with loved ones.
Yeah, maybe I should go call my mother.
Can I do a sense motive on him?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god, why do I keep rolling? 16.
He's kind of biting his fingernails. It appears he really does love his mother.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
At this point, we'll take somebody to collect this body. I'm sure that he has an estate of some sort, right?
Yes. Master Velonkis was a second or third son of a minor, well-off family. Surely there's someone that will claim him.
All right. We'll send word to the family. As for what we do next, was there an apartment we were supposed to be going to?
Well, we're waiting for
gonna
the.
check,
Yes, the
Vera's.
orgy to finish.
Did
I?
Our orgies ever finished?
Gotta sleep
they could
sometime.
travel away.
Morgit does inform you that they have nearly finished relocating the wayward citizens.
Was there a report on if they seemed like they were willingly there?
Reports are still coming in. Many of them appear to be relieved by their recent resettlement.
God, what a bitch.
There's a couple dudes though that are like, "Aw."
A couple of them don't seem as bothered as others.
Wee.
All right. I suppose you'd want it. No, we don't need the staff now that he's dead.
Well, we can always report to the council that we found Velonkis.
If we report to them, who's to say that they'll not send us out to do something?
I mean, you just
As in,
write a report
to distract us. Yeah.
Send your man to go tell them.
He's so tired. He's like, I've been out for fucking hours.
Or pick a new person. You know, it doesn't have to be poor Morgit, but you know.
Is there another Morgit?
Morgit Jr.
Second Morgit.
No, that's not like his name is Johnson, but everybody calls him Second Morgit.
Yes. Morgit B.
He's more Morgit.
Morget.
It's his twin brother. Morget. Morgit.
No. The you don't pronounce the T, so it's Morgay.
Okay.
That was another large boom.
Yeah, that was another suspicious boom.
How close does it sound? Are you guys
close
like
enough to be uncomfortable, but not close enough to actually be worried?
Okay.
I mean, it's probably all right, but it could be a cannon. Who knows?
Yeah, I hear sirens again.
Oh.
They haven't really stopped.
That's true.
Oh.
We live pretty close to the police station.
Ah.
The doorman's gone at this point. Yeah, he's been scooted out.
I think we're
not talking in front of him, right?
Yeah, he went to go talk to his mother.
Okay, he's gone.
Sorry, where's everybody? What are you guys trying to do? I got a little lost.
We were just trying to make sure there's no doorman to hear us speak.
No, he has since been ushered out of the cells by Morgid. It is now just Savith and the Avengers.
I mean, I think.
And then we also sent another person to send off their report to the council members that.
Yeah, I don't think we need to be personally reporting every time.
No.
Yeah, we have. I have.
They're not paying us to go in there, so they could pay for my presence for Ellen.
Yes, you send Karan, one of your other deputies, off to inform the council of the situation.
Because Durant can actually suck my tentacles. He can very much.
You want him to actually?
No. Well, actually, yes, because that would make him very uncomfortable. So yes.
Okay. And so we've got the second guard to go inform the council, and possibly to inform the family. And Morgid is somewhere else. Is that what I'm hearing?
Morgid is currently taking care of the doorman. He gets back where he needs to be.
Ah, yes. Okay, perfect. Morgid's off. So I suppose
can't go back to the orgy house quite yet. So
we can always go to Anadir's.
Or
Thank you. Oh no, I'll come eat it in a minute.
I feel very hesitant of wanting to go deal with a woman who
can actually just blow us up with her fucking mind.
Yeah.
I also don't have my enthrall.
She's worse. I have a feeling her abilities are going to be far more dangerous.
I also don't have my enthrall anymore, which is one of my highest spells. Oh wait, I didn't technically use my cure moderate wounds, did I? Since I couldn't reach him.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you did not use it.
So
I always look for
spell slot.
What was the other one? Ziva?
Ziva, yes. Ziva is still missing.
Or we
in
can
the bad
fight
part
the
of
pig.
town. Just say, you know what? This has all been a lot. We're gonna go hunting.
Can we use that fifth best informant snitch person, Mansta, to maybe possibly find a clue about Ziva's whereabouts in the poor part of town?
You may perhaps be able to. Savith, you remember that Mansta is one of your informants, sort of in the northwest part of town. You think that he may be able to clue you into some info. However, it is 9:30, and that seems like it might be a good place for us to start before we embark on another.
To drive 4 hours to Nevada.
Boy.
Okay.
I don't work this weekend, so I'm deciding to go see my parents. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That is definitely where we're going to be calling it then. But let me.
Oh, and also we will not be playing next week as a reminder.
Yes, we will be in Van May.
You guys want to go to dinner next Friday on Friday or on Saturday?
Let's figure it out when we're closer to then. We're probably going to be traveling on Friday, so probably not Friday.
Like Saturday.
Yeah, like we're leaving early on Friday. I'm getting my badge that day, and then
Friday's gonna be a lot of a clusterfuck. So I'm assuming I was assuming Saturday, regardless. So
I talked to Jessie, and she's down to come hang out too.
Yeah.
And so
if y'all need
Saturday is a good day to do that.
I can fit only 3 people in my car.
Oh, don't worry. My boyfriend's off on Saturday, so I have his. Well, he might come with us too.
Oh, there you go.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see you guys.
Make it a party. I don't have my blue hair, so I can't show it off.
And I'm like, I literally haven't seen Nick in like years.
Many years. Well, you saw me in a video chat.
That's true. I
might try to get my hair dyed that Saturday, so I have fresh blue hair for the meetup.
I haven't smelled your presence. How's that sound?
I haven't smelled you in years.
I haven't delicately sniffed you in a while.
Oh God!
Wow.
Yeah, weird.
So weirdly personal.
Your
I'll
essence.
miss your scent. I'll miss your musk.
Ooh.
My God. I may try to get my hair dyed for that
I try
Saturday.
not to be as musky as
Have fun at Fanime. Have fun sniffing each other.
You have fun in Tahoe, miss. No,
I'm gonna be in Tahoe, though. Like one time, I'm actually going somewhere on Memorial Day.
All I'm hearing is an excuse.
I mean, I've already put money down on an Airbnb.
Monday, right?
Yeah, we're Monday. Monday is like the last day we have the hotel. I've technically taken off work from the next Tuesday to just kind of.
I thought I was off on Mondays. Like, no, wait, I work Monday.
Next Tuesday? Oh no. Oh wait, next Tuesday is my 8-year anniversary.
Like, are you talking about freaking 24th?
Yeah.
Bam.
What?
Why are you forgetting?
No, I mean I knew that was coming, and I knew it was on a Tuesday, and I knew it's like my password for almost a lot of things.
Oh my god.
That's kind of cute, but it's also funny.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's fine.
Hey, you can always get him a gift that's like a week late.
Oh no, I'm not even. I just remarking. Hey, that's my anniversary.
You're funny.
Oh, love.
Have fun, you guys.
Yee. Well, I was mostly asking though if you were going to be here on Sunday because my dad is having a birthday barbecue in Hercules. If you wanted to show up to that.
Hercules.
It is a strong possibility. It just depends on other people I'm meeting up.
Yeah, no worries.
Can I show up uninvited and steal some food?
I'm sure. I really don't even know. My dad was like, I don't want to do anything. I didn't even know I was turning 56.
When your own father forgets his age.
That sounds like
He
your
was
dad,
like,
though. That tracks.
Apparently, he was convinced he was turning 55, and so it was just disheartening.
Oh no. Sorry, Dad.
It's okay.
Worry, my
I
dad's
cackled
been
at him.
for 5 years, so I stopped caring what age he was.
All right.
I know.
Well, then I'm looking forward to seeing y'all on Saturday.
All right.
That will be fun.
See you guys. Ashley, have fun. Take lots of pictures.
Yes.
I shall.
Nah, I'm gonna go shower and go drive 4 hours now.
All right,
Okay,
good night, everyone.
And it was. Oh wait, are you guys? There's no levels right now, right? No, right?
At the moment, no.
No.
We level up by experience points.
Yeah.
Okay, only when
no
fighting.
experience for this session just yet.
There's a lot of RP.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, you guys are all squared now, and have a good night, guys. Thanks for playing.
Have a good night.
Bye.
And thank you for letting me join. I feel a little bit more confident about doing this.
You're part of the group now.
Now we just need you in the modern time as the swashbuckler.
Yes. Okay.
Having a third
night.
DPS would be nice.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Night.
Bye.